Today is December the 26th, 2018. So this is going to be another video about 5G. After the last video where I went to Temple City and I spotted one of these devices, a subscriber sent me an email with some pictures of an installation going up in Riverside. And what's interesting about this is we get to see what it looks like inside of one of these cylinders. And as you can see, there is indeed cell tower equipment inside the cylinder. So they're not just arbitrarily putting empty canisters on top of the street poles. They're hiding 5G equipment. And one more thing I want to show you really quickly. I found this on Facebook, but apparently there's a children's video game where they are drawing cell towers in the scenery of the background. So they're ramping up the propaganda, they're putting it right in front of our kids so they think that this is normal. And that brings us to the main portion of the video. As many of you are aware, last week we went to a meeting of the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors, which gave us the opportunity to drive through Los Angeles. And Los Angeles is changing very rapidly. Every time I go through there, I see things that I've never seen previously. Sometimes it's big buildings, sometimes it's a new road configuration, and in the case of this last trip, it was 5G devices everywhere. Now, when I say everywhere, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I did spot 3, which is the most I've ever spotted driving through anywhere. Now, what you are looking at is not a 5G device, but I still want to talk about it. So what we have here, we have one of these new LED street lights. This cap right here on top is a wireless transmitter. All these lights transmit together. They're all connected. And it's the main infrastructure of the smart city. Now, what's interesting to me in this picture is this box right here. And I don't know what this is. A lot of the times you see boxes up on the poles with antenna, it's for the smart meters. But I don't know what this one is, and what I don't understand is why the antenna is pointing straight down to the ground and isn't pointing up toward the sky. Now, as you can see, this box, it appears, is plugged into the light. So I'm assuming that the box has something to do with the light. But then we have this thing hanging down right here. And I have no idea what that is. I don't know if that's a camera, if that's a listening device, if it's a quote-unquote so-called gunshot detector. But there is a lot going on this one pole. And I want you guys, as you go through your life, as you go through your cities, to start looking around at the street lights, at the poles, to see what kind of equipment they're putting up. And so very quickly, I want to play you some video so you can see what it is I'm talking about with this 5G equipment.
This is another type of design. I call it the crayon stuck on a stick design. Yes, exactly. And this is another one interesting. It's the antenna's up on the light standard, but the equipment is located inside the faux mailbox.
That's a 5G right there, the crayon on a stick. I'm serious.
5G.
I got pictures of that. Yep. As you can see, the device that I spotted in Los Angeles is identical to what is shown in that presentation. And so what we are looking at here is the second of these devices that I spotted, and this one is right off the 101 freeway. The stuff is going up really fast, folks, especially in the bigger cities like Los Angeles. So in total, I spotted 3 5G devices, 2 of them in the downtown area, and both that were in the downtown area were the crayons on the stick. So we're in downtown LA right now, just about to get on the 101 freeway, and there it is right off the freeway. And here's the last one that I spotted. We're driving down the 10 freeway going eastbound at the very edge of East Los Angeles and Alhambra, and this one is one of the big cylinders. But for some reason, this cylinder is much bigger than the one we spotted in Temple City. So this is what 5G looks like, folks. You need to know what to look for. So start looking around. Look up. Look at the street lights. Look at what's on the poles. This stuff is very easy to spot. They look very out of place. I don't know about you, but seeing an upside down crayon on top of a light pole just doesn't look right.